Okay, hello. Today we're going to be learning some algebra. Algebra is just math with letters. Now I know it could be a little bit scary, it looks a little intimidating, but it's really not that bad. We're going to make it really simple to understand. So, these letters, math teachers like to call them variables, which just means that they can be any number. Now let me go into that a little bit more. If we have a problem like this one right here, where it's x plus x plus x, you're going to write the answer as 3x. Now this makes sense because x can be any number, but it has to be the same number over and over again because they're all the same. It's all x. It has to be the same number, like up here. 4 plus 4 plus 4. In reality, that just means 3 times 4. Now, they could be different numbers. Like, for example, you could ask yourself, well, why can't it be 1 plus 2 plus 3? It has to be the same number because they're all x's. If there was x and y, then these two can be different numbers because they're different letters. So over here, we have two x's, two of the same numbers, so it's going to be 2x. We have one y. This one is going to be different because it's not the same letter as x. So that's when they can be different numbers. And that's why we can't put these together because they're going to be different numbers. So now let's apply what we just learned here to a bigger problem. We're going to make this bigger problem smaller. Now all we're doing is taking all of the x's and putting them together, all of the y's and putting them together. So the first thing we see here is 2x. Now let's look if we have any more x's. Oh, here we have negative 5x. So we have to put those together. Now I'm going to bring this negative 5x over here because that helps me visualize what I'm doing a little bit better. So we're bringing it down over here. We're moving it. Now remember what we learned about integers? You have 2 x's. You owe me 5 x's. So once you give me the 2 x's, you're going to owe me 3 x's. That's why your answer is going to be negative 3x. You're just subtracting there and taking the sign of the bigger number. 5 is negative, your answer is negative. Now we move on and we see that we have the 3y. We look to see if we have any more y's. Oh, here's a positive 4y. I'm going to move this down over here. Helps me visualize it better. Now here, it's just a simple addition problem. You have 3 y's. Someone gave you some more y's. They gave you 4 y's. So now you have 7 y's. You added 4 y's to the 3 y's that you already had. Now all we're left is with this positive 6 over here that we just bring it down because we don't have any more numbers that we can combine it to. This is the only number that doesn't have a letter attached to it, and there's no other numbers that we can combine it with. So we just bring it down. And this is the answer. You just made this big problem. You turned it into a smaller problem by combining all of your x's and combining all of your y's. I hope you guys understood that. I hope it made sense.